I realized today, as I sat down and started to work on writing my first book, that things are a bit convoluted. I wanted to write about my hometown, my history, my adventures with Orchid and Silva. While some of these memories are clear and I can remember all the details, there are some memories that are faded and odd. Adventures that feel distant, foggy, not right. They feel real, but not. Touches, scents, sights. They feel off, gray and sullied by something dark. They happened, but did they happen to me? Did I always have these memories and not realize it until now? Trying to focus on these details leave things feeling frustrated. I can't reach the details entirely. I can't remember them clear enough to write them down. All of this leads to a mountain of anger and confusion. Perhaps I leave it for today. I'll try to focus on the vibrant memories first. Those seem real to me. I feel I need to grasp these tightly. If I lose them, I fear I'll lose myself. Really need to find a place for these guys. We got these guys a few days ago. You might have seen them kind of roaming around in the background a little bit. But man, I'm gonna need a place for these guys. I need a place for all my dogs. I think maybe we build some things up here for them. The dogs might come here, and I might move Silver and Lorcan up to my base eventually. We'll see. I don't have my things on me. Oops. Well, today we have a big thing planned. As a few episodes ago, we said there was a new bonus task to do a gaming build. And I didn't really have anything like super duper crazy planned for that. You know, like I don't have any redstone ideas or anything. I do know that I wanted to do an arena build eventually. And I felt like that was decent enough to put in the gaming district. It's kind of gamey, right? Right? Benji was having some issues too, trying to figure out something, so I was like, well, let's just get together and work on an arena build together. It's a big build, and I could use some help and opinions and just help building it, so that's what we're gonna start off today. Seeing how that came out. There we have it. Our arena is done. We finished up with some little things. We have some rules here, which are pretty simple. You choose your own rules when going against your opponents. You can use your own equipment if all parties agree. Absolutely no explosions or anything that's gonna like ruin the arena. If you break it, you fix it. And last but not least, respect each other and have fun. It's an arena. You know, there's fighting to be had and deaths to happen. So just don't get too upset or, you know. I guess we can take a look here. Like we got each section has a different color, which is very nice, and you'll see some of the armor has some uniqueness with them as well. There's some pitfalls in here, like if you want to be able to Sparta somebody in there. There's a ladder here because you can survive this pretty easily if you're at a pretty decent health. But depending on the armor that you have and the health that you have, you can definitely die off of that. So all of the combatants come up from this elevator here, and then these doors here are for exits, basically. And over here is how you get up to the stands. Up here, the viewing stands. Of course, most people are going to be over here looking over the edge. But that's perfectly fine. So other than that, when we come down here into these sections, do I have my invisible armor on? No. Okay. We have 5 sets of armor, and they all have unbreaking and mending on them, so if you use them, you can heal them up. We're probably gonna get some, whatchamacallits in. We have shields and bows as well, unbreaking and mending on everything. We'll probably get some XP bottles in here so that we can heal these up on the fly kind of thing. But yeah, we went with leather, chainmail, iron, diamond, and netherite. In case y'all wanted to choose one. I definitely feel like iron might be the best for kind of a balanced fight because it's not going to be as long of a fight if you have diamond or netherite. But it's all up to you. Each side has the same little design on the helmet with the same color. So we got the greens over here, and here's the yellow, of course. And the red and blue. Blue kind of looks a little weird on diamond, but I couldn't think blue with extra blue. That's perfect. It's fine. I'm trying to think of anything else I should show you guys. Yeah, I really love how this came out. Thank Benji for helping me out with this, and you can see some of their building as well in I think their next episode coming up this weekend. We have a couple little other things planned to put in here as we go, and who knows, maybe we'll change some things up. We were thinking about possibly making it so if we open up this middle area a bit more and put something there so like a mob could pop up, so we could actually have like PvE challenges possibly. Oh, I'm stuck. But we will see. Oh, sorry about that. Got a phone call that I've been waiting for a while, so I had to take that. So past this, we need to break this arena in. We certainly need to do a little event. That'll be super fun. But before we get to that, we had a little bit of a lore session with the other people with the books. I really wanted to get with them and talk about what is in our books with each other and find out what information that we have that we could link together. So I'm going to do a little clip of that. I guess we can just go through them one by one. I will start then, because I feel like mine are the shortest. They're all very vague, so... my first question was, are you a part of this world? And the answer was, no, not this one. My world, my story has ended. Actually, that was my second question, my bad. My real first question was, are you the keeper or related to the keeper? Because they had that lore keeper name, right?
Yeah.
And their answer was yes and no. This keeper I am not related to, nor am them. However, perhaps in another world we are. So that's why I asked, are you a part of this one? No. And then I asked, is there a version of you in this world? I'm sure you're all wondering about that one. And the answer was yes. And you may know them as the Scholar.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Which 2 of you know that person very well. I don't know if you all want to do a little digging and maybe find out if they know anything at all. But
Maybe.
maybe.
Alright. I'll go there. My first question was, why were we brought to this land? Because most of us just found our way here. And they answered by saying, these are your fates, we would have ended up here. So, in other words, we would have ended up here regardless of anything that happened. I tried asking about the Keeper next, and they said that he was the messenger right hand of the architects, able to go places even they cannot to deliver their desires. After that, I started asking about the whole corruption thing because I'm still concerned about what's happening here. About how we can fight it. I said each corruption has a counter. Each world is different. We have to find our own. And then I asked about the werewolf. And it's said that the werewolf is another form of corruption in someone's heart. And that's it.
Okay.
So, learned a lot, but got more questions than answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that might be a common theme among our books. Okay, shall I read my questions?
Yes.
Yes, please.
The first one I have is the skulk spreading through the overworld and Netherroof harmful? And the answer I got was yes, the wardens were never enemies, they were simply keeping the horrors of the skulk at bay. Which, very awful. The second question I asked was, what does help dusk mean? And I got, dusk is another version of myself reaching out to be found. And then, why did the architects want us to remove the wardens if the skulk was dangerous? To spread a type of corruption to poison the Gilded? And then I asked, how do we cure the skulk? And I got the same answer as Crypt.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay.
At least we know there is a cure. We just need to find it.
My first question was, why must they leave clues instead of being obvious? And the answer was, they are always watching and listening. They're always twisting the minds as well. Are you sure even I can be trusted?
Perfect.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
The next question, what do you think is the most important for us to know? Be careful who you trust, even yourself may be corrupted already. My third question is, what is their goal? To break the continuous cycle that we are all stuck in? And my final question is why the corruption is a problem. It will continue a never-ending cycle. Versions of the Gilded will forever be stuck.
Interesting.
Wish I had a whiteboard.
Yeah, I need a board and string and thumbtacks.
So, if the Scholar is the lore keeper, and the keeper is also a lore keeper, and the Dusk is also a lore keeper,
Right.
and the Gilded are stuck continuously, how many versions of ourselves are out there? If there's so many versions of the Scholar, could there be tons of versions of ourselves? Right. That wasn't the whole conversation. There was a lot more that we talked about and went over, and I might just pop that up as an unedited video as well, for especially for the other gilded, so they could watch as well, kind of see what might be going on if they're interested. Otherwise, in the meantime, you might be able to check out some of the other guild members that were involved in that to see their point of view as well before I get that popped up. So check out Crypt, Benji, Bella. It should all be linked below as well. I don't know if they'll have stuff up before me or after me or what, but at any rate. Now, all we need to do is just, have a good old-fashioned brawl in here.
Yes! Oh, I thought I came up too early for once. Oh, what the...
Where'd Nomad go?
Oh, God. I'm perfect this time.
It's fine. We have extras.
Why am I not running? Okay, there we go. Yes, I snuck Sorbite with me, but I was not going to actually use it.
Wow.
Yes!
I should have been more aware of the berry bushes. I probably would have lasted longer. But it's probably a good thing I died.
Oh! Okay, so now what do we do about the werewolf?
Yeah.